Hello guys and welcome back to the Night Oscars challenge and to the painted world of Ariamis. The painted world doesn't have any new big grinds to do. It's all about collecting all of the items in the area and surviving the goddamn bone wheel skeletons in the cellar, which is gonna be quite a significant challenge because there are a lot of them and the area is cramped as fuck. Oh, King Jeremiah. You know, I've met some kings before you. Although they didn't have as nice a crown. Okay, he seems to be somewhat fire resistant. But it don't matter to me. Notched whip. And there's acid surge. There's fire surge. Annex key, nice. That's the tunnels cleared out, so it's only the main open area left. And that area is gonna be difficult no matter what, because these are goddamn bone wheel skeletons. Okay, so I've killed all of the bone wheel skeletons once now, so let's... Oh no! I've just made a mistake. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to roll between this door and the one that you open with the key. Yeah, a little bit of a mistake there, but it's not the end of the world. All that unlocks is the bridge leading up to the boss fog wall. There we go. Either Annex key or Priscilla. And it's gonna be Annex key. Velka's rapier. That's a new weapon. The dark ember has been obtained. The bow of silence. That's the Velka set. That leaves only the boss of the area, Priscilla. Priscilla has a tail weapon that I need to try and obtain. I started by using the sight to try and knock her out of her invincibility. Oh no, sorry, invisibility. But I wasn't able to do it and I teleported out because I thought I was doing too much damage. So I swapped over to using the Great Club, my +7 Great Club. Because I thought that would be better for knocking her out of her invisibility state. Sadly, it seemed to be doing a little bit more damage than I wanted. No, damn it! I didn't think I was doing that much damage. Probably should have seen it coming. I was getting like to the point where I think I should stop. But I wasn't able to break her out of that invisibility, so I was just flailing in the dark anyways. I mean, it's a shame. But it is what it is. Let's pick up the last item of this area. The Santos set. And it is time to go and buy a very nice weapon. The Great Sight +10, plus Soul of Priscilla, gives me the life hunt sight. And we're gonna use Demon Titanite to bring it all the way up to +5. And it was time for what many consider to be the very best boss in all of Dark Souls. Alright, where is the boy? Oh, he might be getting blocked by golems. I'm getting freaking roughhoused. Okay, run. Nope. That didn't work. There we go. Thank you, Solar. Oh, so apparently life hunt sight actually also damages you. I didn't know that, but there we go. Sunlight metal from Solaire, and we get the soul of Smo. Now, before we could open the door and get our big chest reward, I had to go back to Firelink Shrine and buy Smo's armor from Dommel. In addition to that, I also needed to obtain the boss weapon for Smo.
Thou hast journeyed.
The Lord Vessel. Join the Princess Guard. Ring of the Sun Princess. At this point in the challenge, I didn't know that the Dark Analondo actually has 2 unique NPC encounters or NPC enemies that I would need to kill. So I completely forgot to roll between the Lord Vessel and that one now. I also forgot to include it on the next roll after that, but for the roll after the next roll, I will be including Dark Analondo. With the Lord Vessel placed, the gold fog gates fall, and I now have to complete everything that is behind those golden fog gates until the next progression point. I decided to start with the Demon Ruins, which includes a new invader, and also I now have access to the light box that drop the sunlight medals, so it's time to complete the Sunlight Warrior Covenant. There is another sunlight medal. Oh, another one back here as well. That leaves only one more. And that last one actually took quite a few runs to get. I even obtained a few red titanite chunks on the way. Oh, we got something. Come on. Yes, there we go. Sunlight medal. Oh, I'm so happy. We're done. That is a total of 10. 10 sunlight medals. And Miracle Great Lightning Spear. Before continuing to the next area, the Tomb of the Giants, I decided to go and help out Siegmeyer in the swamp. And there's the Pierce Shield. In the Tomb of the Giants, I now have access to the entire area up until Nito's boss room. So for this area I now need to complete the invader that invades right at the beginning. And I also need to obtain the missing masks from the Pinwheel servants. I already have the mask of the mother, so I need to get the mask of the father and the mask of the child. There's the mask of the child. And last but not least, the Duke's Archives. First I have to fight my way through the pigs, kill all of the enemies in the area, which the enemies in this area are actually quite tanky. These crystal warriors are not a joke. Aside from collecting all of the items that are, like there's only one single mob drop that I'm missing from this area. And it sadly is the Channeler's Trident, which is extremely rare, and it's not a nice farm because I have to fight my way through all of these crystal warriors each and every time. Whoa, I just got comboed. This area also holds the key items for the DLC. Crystal Knight Shield. I decided to include the small area between the second elevator and the first encounter with Sif into this area, since it's a very small area. All that now remained was the infamous Channeler's Trident, and only 3 kills later. Oh my god! I am such a spoon, and thank you so much, Gabe. That was even with my humanities on the ground. I am such a spoon, and I love you, game. A massive relief. And I can now roll the next area. Right, we once again have some rollable options on the table. So down in the Demon Ruins we have the Demon Fire Sage and the Chaos Servant Door. Then in the Catacombs we have Nito's Lair. Here in the Duke's Archives we have the Prison. And finally also the DLC is now rollable because we picked up the pendant. So let's see, where are we going now? Is it gonna be? Yeah, it's gonna be DLC. The beginning of the DLC technically only has a small hallway and a bonfire, but I decided to include the first boss and the first area in this role. There we go, tail obtained. Oh, damn it. I thought I had it there. A beautiful bleed right there. That gives us access to the Ulasil Sanctuary and also the gardens beyond. The gardens beyond. And there's a mushroom here that looks delicious. Let's see what you have. Well, I think this is all of Dusk's items.
May the flame.
Actually, I need to check if she drops anything if you kill her. This is the DLC after all, and I do not know the DLC very well. I have only played through the DLC one single time, so this is gonna be an interesting challenge. The Royal Wood is a big area. There's absolutely packed with enemies, and many of them hit very, very hard. I can deal with the 3 tenders very easily. But those golems gave me a lot of trouble in the beginning and didn't really have an answer for them at all in my arsenal. So I ended up going and making another weapon for the end grind. The area does have a few unique items, especially the Guardian armor set. And both of the enemies in the area also drop their respective weapons. The Gardeners drop a plow and the golems drop a stone great axe. There's the Guardian armor. More twinkling titanite. And what do we have over here? Goff's great arrows. Here we go. That's the second lizard. Let's describe this guy as an in-game message. Reeks of better game. There you go. Alright, let's see. So we have, what does he have? A bunch of moss. Lloyd's talismans. I already have those, but let's buy 3. I've already obtained them previously, I mean. Is that... Oh, that seems like an infinite humanity source, but it costs 10,000 apiece. That's amazing. Let's buy a bunch of homebound bones with our souls here. And in the ammo section, nothing new. So it doesn't sell anything new, but infinite humanity, even though they're expensive, that's gonna come very useful. Oh wait, Calamit's arena is not closed off. Oh no, I am not gonna be able to catch everything. Yeah, I had a feeling. That's why we have the ring. So the chest over there, and the other item is gonna be left for after Calamit's boss fight, so... Calamite goes on the... Oh, actually it doesn't go on the roll table before I have obtained... Before Glove has shut it down, because I can't beat it. I know it's possible to beat, but I can't. Yes, there we go! Stone Great Axe. Thank you. We have the same rolls from last time, but this time I've also added now Artorias. I don't consider Calamite to be beatable yet, so I will put Calamite on the table once Go has shut him down. And finally Darkon or Londo, because there's 2 NPC encounters there that needs to be killed. I didn't know about those previously, but now I know, so now they've been added to the table. So let's roll. The Demon Fire Sage in the Demon Ruins. Alright, Demon Fire Sage. Come on, get out of the corner, mate. Bloody corner camper. And very weak to bleed, apparently. That should be it. I got 2 good bleeds there. That was insanely good. And we get the Demon Catalyst. Alright, let's clear out the rest of this area. Got this elevator, and that leads down. Let's unlock this elevator, because it leads back to the Door of Chaos. I'm very happy to have this shortcut. Doesn't take forever to run through the Demon Ruins anymore. Here's a bonfire. And here is Centipede Demon, so that is... that area already done. That was a quick and easy one. The roll table is exactly the same, just replace Demon Fire Sage with the Centipede Demon. And we continue as we are. Centipede Demon. Green Titanite Shard. Alright, Centipede. good spam to get out of that. There we go, centipede demon down. And we get the orange charred ring. The centipede demon also comes attached with lost isolith, which is a fairly huge area. Luckily, no mob drops to farm out here, since the Titanite catchpole was already obtained in Sen's Fortress. But there are plenty of enemies to kill, including the worst copy-paste job of dragon asses I've ever seen. Luckily, they do not respawn, so this is what the lava lake looks like without any dragon ass. Okay, let's take down this witch before Kirk gets here. The isolate catalyst. And there's Kirk. Pyromancy Chaos Fire Whip. Nice. After completing the upper section of Last Isolate, I continue down to the sewers to help out Siegmeyer and collect a slab.
Come on! Over here and perish, foul creatures! I am Siegmeyer of Katarina, and you shall feel my wrath!
You go, man.
I think I'll have a... Oh, don't you worry. The ground below me is under cover. Shortly.
Guys. We have some sad business to attend to here. And so ends Solaire of Astora.
It's dark.
Humanity. I get the Sunlight Straight Sword, the Sunlight Shield, the Sunlight Talisman, Solaire's armor set. And this one here with the red eyes drops me the Sunlight Maggot. Before we continue on with rolling, I had some cleanup to do in earlier areas. First up, Snuggly really likes this helmet.
You give
Old Witch's Ring. And first we can pick up the Thorn set, which is Kirk's set since we completed his invasions. And if we put on the Old Witch's Ring...
Quaylag, my dear sister. Quaylag, what is it? Quaylag, I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister. I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself.
There we go. A very sad dialogue. And here is the updated roll table. All I did was replace the centipede demon with the bed of chaos. It's time to roll. Bed of chaos. Normally for bosses, I tend to include the whole fight footage, but this is the bed of chaos. Nah, this boss doesn't deserve it. There we go. Bed of chaos is down. With the bed of chaos down, I decided it was time to wipe out all of the chaos witches. That's all pyromancies as well.
There is but fool. I can do nothing more.
You can do something more for me.
Farewell, my mother.
There's one final witch. Firelink altar. Let's offer the bed of chaos a soul. Alright, so with that we are done with the demon ruins and everything around that area. What we have left is Nito, Duke's Archives, progressing the DLC with Artorias, and killing the NPCs in Dark Honor Londo. Where are we going next? Artorias of the Abyss and Ulasil Township. Alright, let's have a look at Artorias, see how difficult he is. I've only fought this boss once. What? I was nowhere close to you. What is with my sensor? Why am I rolling forwards when I'm pressing right? Doesn't seem to be a very bleedy boy. Damn it. Seeing as Artorias didn't seem to wanna bleed whatsoever, I settled over to Pyromancy for the next attempt. This should be it. That was very effective. The soul of Artorias. Defeating Artorias now gives me access to the Ulasil township. I decided to include that in this roll all the way down to the opening of the Chasm of the Abyss, but I'm gonna keep the Chasm of the Abyss in a separate roll. There is tons of items to pick up in this area and some very rare mob drops to be farmed.
The soul of the man. He was a dear friend. Would you be willing to...
No.
Yes, of course. I must not. Artorias would not...
I'm not willing to part with it, but I really would like your items.
You...
The Dark Silver Tracer and the Gold Tracer. And I also get the Porcelain Mask, Lord's Blade Robe, Lord's Blade Gloves, and the Lord's Blade Waist Cloth. Modify equipment, and with the souls we can make the Abyss Greatsword. Dark Orb, nice, I know that's good. Very good carving. Oh, hello there, Chester. Going to remind me of that better game again. Bloated head, that's one of the rare ones. Now I just need the bloated sorcerer's head. Crest key, nice, that means I can go talk to Gluff. I'm gonna open this instead of having it rollable. So then I can just add Calamete's boss fight to the roll table instead. Here's by the carving and then the hello and the thank you. There we go, Calamite is down. Okay, let's spend a bunch of souls on humanities. Oh, we only had 11. Okay, so they weren't infinite. By this point I had now cleared out all of Ulasil Township, and there was one single thing remaining, and that was the 2 different drops from the sorceresses. The first one being the bloated sorceress's head, and the Ulasil Catalyst at a 0.5% drop chance. Yes, Ulasil Catalyst! Before rolling the next area, I need to do a little bit of cleanup of a character that I had completely forgotten about. Now the person I was looking for is Griggs, our friendly sorcerer. He had sadly gone hollow because he went looking for Master Logan. Sadly, I didn't find him and he died to something. Maybe an elevator, I don't know. As you see in the footage, I get the 1000 souls. You can even hear him dying in the audio. Alright, time to see where we're headed next. It is Duke's Archives, so we are going into the prison part of Duke's Archives. Just a quick heads up, I was quite a bit under the weather while I recorded this Duke's Archives section, so the voice is pretty shot. See, we have the Red Ring of Sacrifice. Now we head in. This area is basically the entire second half of the Duke's Archives, all the way up to the fog gate that leads into the gardens that is before the Crystal Caves. It does not hold any mob grinds at all, since I've already obtained the Channeler's Trident before this. So it's basically just a case of clearing out all of the enemies, looting everything, and we will also need to buy out Master Logan's shop. Maiden set with a white seance ring. Archive prison extra key. Here we go, we can open this key because everything before this is completed. Strong magic shield. Nice. Channeler set. Archive tower giant cell key. So yeah, I need to go and free Logan. The crystal ember. And the mimic enchanted falchion. With that, all that was left was to free Logan, grind out the souls I needed for his store, and buy out all of his spells, so that his questline continues after we defeat Seath. Here we go, so we have the Chasm of the Abyss in the DLC, Nito's Lair, that's a boss, Calamite is a boss, Crystal Cave is all the way up to Seat's door, and then Dark Londo is 2 NPCs. Let's go. Dark Honor Londo. I forgot to remove the wheel while recording, but luckily this is a very short area. Here we are in Honor Londo. Time to burn the Thoth. No need to make that any longer than it needs to be. Should be right. There they are. That was a quick one. Let's see where we are going next. Chasm, or is it Nito? It is Nito's lair. So that means we're gonna kill Nito and we are gonna finish off Patch's storyline. Starts off with that. Damn it, I got absolutely corner camped. We're just gonna poise up. Because fuck those skeletons. Damn it, I was turning around. Yeah, sorry. Dealing with these skeletons. It's the Lord's Soul, and since I did all of Leroy's stuff in here, we have the Paladin set. Alright, time to go and complete Patches. Alright. Eyes of Death are done. Is there anything here? Yes, Humanities, then... Twin Humanities, but I've already obtained that previously. Heal and Great Heal Excerpt, already have those. Crescent Tax is new, we'll pick that up. And the canvas talisman. He sells the mask and the cleric set. That is Patches' shop completed. Alright, let's feed Nito's soul to the flame. It's getting smaller and smaller. We have one boss on the table, 2 areas. Both of those areas are the final ones before a boss. We are approaching the end very quickly. Time to roll. And it's the Crystal Cave. This unlocks all of the Crystal Caves area, which is the garden outside of Duke's archives and the Crystal Cave leading up to Seed's boss room. This area doesn't hold any item grinds for me, but it will allow me to complete 1 quest line and also kill 3 more Moonlight Butterflies. This is Sieglinde, the daughter of Siegmeyer, Onion Knight, as we have come to know him, and freeing her and then talking to her at the Firelink Shrine brings us to the end of his story. Oh no. Poor Siegmeyer. Crystalline set. Oh, we got it. Okay, we got that one. That's 2 down. Yes. Blue Titanite slab. There we go. The final butterfly is down. That's every single enemy and all the loot obtained. Right, so here are our options. We have now Seed and Calamite. That rhymes, not intentionally. And Chasm of the Abyss. So 2 bosses, 1 area. Let's see what we get. It's gonna be Chasm of the Abyss, so we're gonna have a little bit of a boss rush in the end, aside from Kiln of the First Flame. Chasm of the Abyss is by far the area I know the least of. I did actually have to use a map to find everything in here, but there isn't that much to obtain. A few things, unique things to pick up. And of course we need to free Sif. Poor Sif. Cleansing Great Shield. Alright, here we go. We have Manos, Calamite and Seath. A table full of bosses. And it will be Seath the Scaleless. Seath the Scaleless is the holder of the final Lord Soul we need in order to unlock the Kiln of the First Flame. He is a very, very easy boss fight, and the biggest challenge is just gonna have to be running around him trying to cut that tail. He will also allow me to complete the last quest line of the game. I kid you not, it took me 15 minutes and 1 death to obtain it. Got it, Moonlight Greatsword. Right, fuck this dude, I'm gonna kill him now. And dead. With seat down, it was time to complete the last questline of the game, Big Hat Logan. Hello there, Logan. Seen better days, have we? Sorcery, White Dragon Breath, which is actually all sorceries acquired. Big Hat and the crystal. And what do we have in the chest? Large magic ember. Kiln of the First Flame is now accessible because we have all Lord Souls. It looks like we are gonna take on Manus, Father of the Abyss. Damn it! Why was I looking in my inventory? I wonder if this puppy bleeds. Good night, Manus. The soul of Manus. Well, I discovered I wasn't quite done yet with rolling Manus because the soul is actually traded to Snuggly for something. Pursuers. So this is now the final roll of the entire challenge. If I roll Calamite, I kill that, then it's only Kiln of the First Flame and Gwyn left. If I roll Kiln of the First Flame, then I unlock Gwyn, and I can't kill Gwyn before I kill Calamite. So this determines this. This is the final roll of the entire challenge. It is Calamite. So Kiln of the First Flame and Gwyn is gonna be on the same time. It's rather poetic actually, finishing the DLC before even venturing into the kiln. Calamite. It is Calamite. Black Dragon Calamite. Well, if you thought Seed's tail cut was horrible, this one took me hours of trying myself and eventually finding a good method online. But I eventually got it after a lot of that. Calamite. How about you dive this way? Come on boy, let's dive this way. There we go. Slam your tail down, let's get some cuts. No! Blech. Come on boy, let's dive this way. Come on, stop being useless. Do the thing, do the dive. Come on boy, you can do it. Come on boy, let's dive this way. You can do it, come on, babe. Oh, you useless bitch. Come on. Slam down. There we go. Come on, slam the tail down, Calamite. God damn it. Come on, you oversized lizard. Of course you can do that. Come on. Dive! Dickhead. Come on. Now we see the tail slam. Yes, Obsidian Greatsword. You are so dead. Okay, pyromancers are doing jack shit on him. Shouldn't really be a surprise considering he's a freaking dragon. So ah, damn it. Whoa, that did nothing. Okay, so dragons are weak to lightning. Apparently Calamite don't care. Come on, I was out of that. I'm at his back leg. How the hell was I in that? Seriously? How did that do that much damage? Damn it. Fire in my... What? I got... Okay, I need to roll through that then, because I got... That was from max HP. Good night, Calamite. Well met. There's the Calamity Ring. The Black Dragon is no more. You can definitely not tell that I was sick while recording this. Come on boy, let's dive this way. With the Black Dragon dead, there was nothing left to do but the kill of the first flame and Gwyn himself. However, before that, it was time to clean out all of the NPC items.
You win, please. Oh, please.
Bye bye, Chester. There's Chester's set. Well, Elizabeth, your turn.
Why? Yes,
Hello there, Patches.
Curses! What's wrong with you? Well, curses. How in the... What did I do?
You tried to kill me on several occasions, my friend. Goodbye, old friend.
I'm a fine. Why? Precious collection.
Oswald. Hammer of Vamos and the Royal Helm. Bye bye, giant blacksmith. You served me well. Andre.
Well, you need. Oi, where are you off to?
I'm off to nowhere.
Coming at me like that. I'll tear you to shreds, you hollow.
Blacksmith's hammer. With everything in the world collected, it was time to open the kiln of the first flame, with the goal to burn everything we had acquired to fuel the fire. Of course, before we can fight Gwyn, we have to obtain the black armor set and also all of the missing Black Knight weapons. Then only one remained, standing between me and the fire. I'm close enough to do that. Damn it. I see you, Gwen. I always struggle with this boss, even though he's supposed to be pretty easy. He definitely likes to deny heals, this guy. And down. Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Link the fire. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This entire series has been absolutely amazing to do and the response has been immense. Next, I will be uploading a uncut version of the entire challenge, so it's gonna be a few hours long. And of course, I'm not done with Soulsborne yet. See you next time.